Hi, welcome to Mailbox Monday for July 23rd, I believe it is, and Showcase Sunday for July 22nd. I got a lot of books this week because it was my birthday on Wednesday, and I went through NetGalley and went a little bit crazy on requesting books. So I'll do most of the books I got for review were ebooks, and I'll go through those first. The first one I got was Stormdancer by Karissa, which is the first book in the Lotus War series. This is it's a pretty cool cover. Honestly, they have another cover up on Goodreads that I like better, but this one releases in September 1st, and I got it through netgalley.com, and it sounds like it's like a little bit steampunk, a little bit dystopian. Basically, a girl named Yukiko and her father are sent to capture a griffin, which is supposedly mythological. But they find the griffin, and her father is killed, and Yukiko is left wandering in the wilderness by herself, trying to find her way, back to civilization, and it gets more complicated from there. So that looks like a great book, and I've heard some wonderful things about it on other blogs, and so I'm excited to read it. The next one I got was also from NetGalley. It's a Tor Forge book. It's Inafix by Linda Grimes, and Grims. This one releases on September 4th, and it's urban fantasy, and it's about a lady whose name is, I'm probably going to pronounce this wrong, C-I-E-L, so Ciel, I think, and she is an aura adapter. So she's able to take on other people's shapes, and she can fix their shapes, or basically fix problems in their life by looking like them and then going and doing things that they don't want to do. So apparently at some point modern-day Vikings get involved, so it sounds kind of fun, and I'm really looking forward to reading it. The next one I got for review was another Tor Forge book from netgalley.com, and this one has got to have the most beautiful cover I have seen this year. Everybody probably knows what I'm talking about. That is Iron Skin by Tina Connolly. This releases October 2nd of 2012, and it sounds like it's kind of like an alternate history, like paranormal type book. It takes place in a London-like city, and it's about a girl who's apparently people can be scarred by this Fae curse, and it leaves them with a condition called Iron Skin. And the main character's name is Jane, and she has this Iron Skin curse and ends up as a governess for a Fae cursed child. But things get complicated when she finds out that the child's father is practicing some magic of some sort that seems to involve Fae magic. So, I mean, seriously, this cover is like the most awesome cover ever, and it sounds like a really cool book, so I'm looking forward to reading it. And the last one I got for review from netgalley.com is Dearly Beloved by Leah Habel, and this is the second book in the Gone with Respiration series. It's like a Victorian zombie series, and I enjoyed the first one quite a bit, so I'm really looking forward to reading this. And this is the one where people develop this condition called the Laws, and they end up as kind of undead. And there's two types. There's like the undead that are trying to eat people, and then the undead that can still think. So I'm really looking forward to reading this, and I'll probably be reading this shortly just because I was so excited to get it. Oh, and that one releases on September 28th. Then Audible was having a paperback price sale on their audiobooks, and I listen to a ton of audiobooks when I'm cycling and commuting. So I got a couple that I've been wanting to read for a while. The first one is Die For Me by Amy Plum. This is a young adult paranormal romance about a girl named Kate who travels to Paris and meets an undead boy. So I'm excited about the Paris setting, and I've heard good things about this, and I got this as an audiobook. Second audiobook I got from the paperback sale was Legend by Marie Lu, and this is a dystopian young adult novel about a girl named June who's an elite military prodigy and a boy named Day who's a criminal, and they ended up kind of thrown together in this dystopian society and having to solve something. Sorry, my cat is driving me crazy. She hates it when I talk to my computer. You can probably hear her. Alright, so I got one more audiobook that you can see below, and that's Driving Mr. Dead by Molly Harper. And it's just supposed to be a funny book about a girl who ends up driving or being a chauffeur for this vampire, and it just sounded cute and funny, and I like Molly Harper, so I got that one as well. Alright, so for my birthday, I got some really good books. The first one I got is God Save the Queen by Kate Locke, and this is basically, it's 2012, and Britain never lost its queen. Queen Victoria is still alive, and it's about a girl who's part of the elite royal guard, and she's supposed to protect the aristocracy. And so it's got like a steampunk, it's got vampires and zombies and werewolves and all that kind of stuff, and it's got, and this one's got a great cover as well. So again, I've heard wonderful things about this book. I'm so excited to read it. It's the first book in the Immortal Empire series. So really pretty book too. It's like a mini hardcover and really well put together. Okay, the rest of the books, the other book I got from my library was Shine by Jerry Smith Reddy, and this is the third and final book in the Shade trilogy. This has been, I really hate the covers for these books, but it's been a really, really good series, and it's about ghosts and shades, and I forget the main girl's name. Ara, and she's been dealing with her boyfriend who died and turned into a shade, and the other kid that, anyways, really good. You know, check out the series if you like paranormal young adult and you like ghosts and stuff. It's really one of the better ones out there. So I hope that this final book concludes it well. And then the next thing I got for my birthday was a whole bunch of Fables books. I got the 14th book, Witches, all these by Bill Willingham. And the 15th book, Rose Red. You know, Fables, they're all graphic novels, urban fantasy graphic novels. And then Super Team, which is the 16th Fables book. And here's when the 17th one comes out, I think. Either it came out last week or it comes out this week. I think it comes out this week, on the 24th. 3 more books, and then I am done. I just have a lot of books this week. I got this from the library, Serafina by Rachel Hartman. I almost just bought this book because it just sounds like something I'm really, really going to like. But my library had it, so I went ahead and I requested it from the library instead. A fantasy. From what I know, it's a fantasy about a girl and dragons. And that's pretty much what I remember about it. Lots of intrigue and high fantasy kind of stuff, so I'm excited to read it. It's got a really cool cover too. You see the dragon and the castle and everything. Then I had 2 more books from the library that were new in their juvenile graphic novel section. I read a lot of these with my son, so I picked up this one called I'm Not a Plastic Bag by Rachel Hope Allison. And it is a picture-only novel. It sounds kind of goofy, but it looks like what it does is it follows a plastic bag through its life cycle, which I know sounds really corny, but the pictures are cool. And my son was actually getting sad because I guess a fish dies at some point in here. But it's got some neat pictures, and it's one of those ones that you can sit down and just look at, and like, it shows a plastic bag, and you know, it's also an eco book, so it's supposed to be like, you know, recycle, reuse kind of stuff. Neat concept. I'll review it on my blog. I'm not entirely sure what all it's about, because we have to sit down and look at it. But it looks kind of neat and unique. The other one I got that was in the graphic novel juvenile section, which actually doesn't have much neat pictures, is The Magician's Boy by Susan Cooper. And this is more like a mini chapter book, and it does have some pictures in it and stuff. I'm trying to find here. It's got some cool pictures in it, but it just sounded neat. And so I'll read this with my son, and we'll see how we like it. So those are all the books I got. Let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 books this week. So there's a lot. But there's a lot of good ones in there, so I'm really excited. I'm always really excited to read everything. I just wish I could like read for like 24 hours a day, but usually it's more like 2 hours a day. Anyways. Okay. So that's all I have. And we are actually for once having like a beautiful summer day here in Minnesota. It's partly cloudy and it's like 85 degrees and just wonderful. So it beats the 105-degree weather we've had. That's all I have to say for this week. So I hope you guys had a wonderful week and got lots of great books, and I will talk to you next week. Alright? See you later. Bye.